Alrighty, looks like we are live. And picking up where we left off. It's gonna be a short stream tonight because I'm starting late. But other than that, should be pretty normal. Admittedly, I'm kinda considering going to try and pick up a Shadow Ball TM. But for the moment, we should be fine. I just think a Shadow Ball TM could actually be handy on, well, handbag. Speaking of handbag, alright, and now you know what actually bugs me about this? Bulbapedia says the fastest path that takes the fewest teleporters. Well, it lists the fastest path with the fewest by the fewest teleporters. It also lists the fastest by the fewest steps walked. But nowhere does it list the path that takes the least trainers. Anyway, we gotta work our way through the gym here. Also, if any of y'all saw my post in the Discord, you'll know that we finally have a Pokemon with IVs and a nature that isn't directly detrimental to it. Minus attack and plus special defense from a calm nature, and genuinely good IVs across the board, especially where it counts. Somehow that's what we got on our best encounter in the run. Okay, so I am going to try the route with the least steps because that means that I shouldn't have to pass as many. I shouldn't have to cross the room as much, which means I won't pass as many trainers. Now the trouble is that I have absolutely no idea who the trainer I'm about to pass is. I am just going to make a guess that he's one of the later ones, which means either Slowbro or Mr. Mime and Kadabra. Oh, or I could just pass all the way down there and not worry about it. Okay, well, that's pretty manageable. Oh right, they didn't add the instant teleport back here. That's actually surprisingly easy to remember. could have sworn those guys could see all the way across the room. Well, that does simplify things. If we can get through without triggering a single battle, I can turn my attention just to Sabrina. So, let's see here. The main challenge that I'm seeing with this is that we don't really have a way to set up on anything in order to be super ready for the Alakazam. Because the rest of it we can probably clear pretty soundly. I mean, we're going to take damage on whoever we use to do it, but we can find a good time to deal with them. I mean, there's the option to set up cosmic powers with Coin Purse to try and tank things better. But still, a crit or two from Alakazam's Psychic and that becomes an issue. Also, there is the issue of Sabrina having a non-psychic type Pokemon in the mix. Remind me of what we have on Handbag. The trouble is, taking into account similarly speedy Pokemon, there's a good chance that Alakazam is more than twice as fast as Handbag, which means a single agility wouldn't even put me into the lead. Funnily enough, if I had held on to Sharpen, we would have a way of doing this. I want to take another look at Clefairy. Or Clefable. What's in that moveset? Because we could give Clefable Shadow Ball. Main issue is just that we would be risking Supersonic from Venomoth coming in to screw with things. Fine, I'll look it up. Trainer document Fire Red Leaf Green. Okay, so... at least according to this one Reddit post, they should all have 0 IVs across the board. Now let's see. Jump back here. Alakazam. Blank set. Level 43. Psychic. Clefable. Blank set. Gotta check something. Okay. I wanted to see how well Clefable takes an unboosted... Wait, why the heck did I exit out of that? So the challenge is just that I don't have anything that can both outspeed it and hit it for solid physical damage. Now the thing hits 108 speed. The crazy thing is just that it's most Pokemon that you would encounter in this game. Or most runs you would do in this game have a pretty decent, a pretty decent chance of having something that, with a little investment, can outrun and one-shot the Alakazam. But all of our fast attackers are special attackers. Because we could probably get shopping to outspeed this thing. Especially if we took the next couple of levels to train it in speed. We could definitely get Sandbag to outspeed this thing. Yeah, it already does. This is assuming a neutral nature. I don't know what happens if it's like timid or something. Okay, we can still get it to happen. Might be able to get T-Vac to outspeed it. Could almost certainly get Potato Sack to outspeed it. I think I know what we need to do, and it's go gambling. Alright, let's check how many we need for this. Not that. Oh, which TM am I looking for? 30 is 4,500. I didn't realize I could make it go faster. by holding down A. Oh, dang. Sorry, not much to comment on. Actually, I want to check something. Look, we all know that I could win here. But I'm gonna save us all some time. Hang on. All right. We're going to try this again. Well, not really try it again. It's just... I took care of something. We just seem to have stumbled across a surplus of coins. It's okay. Team Rocket runs the game corner. We are stealing from thieves, and I think in this game they are technically murderers as well. I'll take a second one. So, the way my thought process is seeing it, Coin Purse has a decent chance to take care of this whole thing solo. We can maximize those chances by setting up with a couple of cosmic powers at some point. Probably against Mr. Mime, since I think it has less special attack than Kadabra. Almost certainly. Yeah. One thing that we definitely want to be aware of is that they will outspeed us. Oh, wait, that's Pikachu. Or that's Raichu. Do I still have it on the Pikachu page? I do. Where is Jolteon? What level does that thing learn? Ah, it doesn't learn agility until level 47. Because if there was ever a time to break out speed boost strats, this would be it. I think we just fire off an encore turn 1. Because whatever they try to do, we can deal with. Okay. I need to figure out how we get Clefairy into a winning position. So part of it will just be trying to get some stat buffs. The unfortunate thing is that Clefairy's minus special defense nature will screw with a lot of our ideas. Or Clefables. Oh yeah, we need a flyer. Sorry, I know I'm rambling. This is generally the hardest gym in this region, just because Alakazam itself is so oppressive. But here's what I'm thinking. I think we go ahead and snag ourselves. I honestly think we might use Raichu instead of Jolteon here, because Raichu already knows Thunder Wave. With a little extra investment, we can manage to get Raichu outspeeding the oh, I'm gonna regret this decision. We can get Raichu to outspeed the Alakazam. Well, if we want speed EVs, this is the place to be. We got some stray HP EVs too. Because Rattata, Pidgey, and Weedle all give speed EVs. That's 95% of the encounters on this route. Oh boy, am I going to regret doing this. Oh, right, sorry. Also, I should be doing this at the other side of the forest. Because this at least has a wall on one side of this, so I will wind up spending more time in here. This is gonna take a minute. I won't do this for as long as I did the gas leaves, or for as many rounds as I did the gas leaves, just because these guys give so much less HP or XP that I'm unlikely to level up from them. I'm just gonna run these guys out of attacking PP once or twice. Yeah, not a ton to say. I didn't mean to run from that. You know what? I might just cheat this part too. Because if you think about it, I could do this as many times as it takes to max out speed on any of these Pokemon. In which case, I might as well just set their speed based on what I want. So, for Ninetales. I'll pump some special attack as well. You know what? Screw it. Starmie, you can have 252 speed EVs. Raichu, you can also have 252 speed EVs, mainly because you're most of the way there. I might drop some speed EVs on some of the other folks in the party. Yeah, I'm just saving myself some time doing what could have been precise EV training, but I don't really feel like taking the time for. Okay. Sorry for the black screen. Welcome to the stream, B. I don't know how long... Okay, you got here pretty recently. It is going alright. We were just dealing with some EV training that I'm too lazy to do properly. And now we're gonna get the team together. For the gym battle. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. So, we are just getting everyone to the level cap real quick. And yes, I did even give Trash some EVs. I put a bunch into HP. In fact, I gave everyone EVs, which means I kind of have to give everyone levels. I didn't give everyone quite as many EVs as I could have, but... Oh, actually, I don't know if I gave Seed Bag any. I probably should have. Okay, we're going to drop Body Slam from School Bag's moveset for now. Just because I don't want to replace Substitute when I can't get it back. Oh, cool, Thunderwave. That is more useful than Quick Attack. Alright. Oh, and I should put battle animations back on. So, my general strategy is pretty simple for this one. I am going to... Actually, give me that item. So, my general strategy here... Oh, wait. I thought that was the Quick Claw. Sorry, one sec. I gotta figure out who has the Quick Claw. My general strategy here is just to go in there and try and back myself to win using my pivoting options and the bulk on Clefable. I would love to have leftovers for this, but I still can't quite have enough encounters. And I'm not going to cheat for that any more than I already have by accident, because I wasn't looking ahead when I cheated before. And I kind of just accepted the gift Lapras out of habit, but anyway. The general idea is that we lead with Coin Purse, who I'm going to teach Shadow Ball to. And rely on Cosmic Power for a little bit of extra bulk, and Encore for some setup opportunities, and Soft Boiled for longevity. With that said, I have backups. I can always pivot into Potato Sack, who can recover off any damage and resists pretty soundly. I can, if I'm in a bind, I can bring in Shopping to throw off a Thunder Wave and help ease up the pressure on my Pokemon. Trash has the potential to pivot in and, with resistances, probably get off a Yawn before dying, which again, set up opportunities. Teabag is just fairly specially bulky and also fast enough to outspeed the Alakazam. And Handbag has the conversion psychic typing that we've seen before, and the longevity to try and make the most of it. Now, with that said, where is Shadow Ball? Goodbye, Secret Power. You have stored well. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's really tempting. If I could encore one of them into Calm Mind, I could snatch it. Oh, that's a fun idea. I don't think I'll go for it, but... anyone who can learn it apart from Clefable? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's tragic. That could have been a fun tech to employ. Let's just give this our best shot. So, we open by just clicking Encore. Wait, we outspeed? Okay, well that saves me some trouble. How fast am I? I know I put some EVs into speed, but... 77. I didn't think that would be enough to outspeed Kadabra. I might just go on the offensive now. I don't want to waste too many encores on the first Pokemon. If I outspeed Kadabra, I definitely outspeed Mr. Mime. The trouble would have been if he had thrown up a barrier, but he didn't, so we can punish that. I want to double check something. And 40 versus 30 and 40. Okay. So this guy definitely has more physical defense than Alakazam. We're going to get one more Cosmic Power, and then we're going to go on the offensive. Okay, and it didn't finish up its Encore that turn. That is what I wanted. Now for the tricky one. Unless she had sent out Alakazam. Now there is some risk involved in this match, in this round of the fight, because it has Supersonic and the ability to use Psybeam. So she's gonna heal, like, for sure. But also, I don't want to be confused when Alakazam comes in. And this thing can barely scratch me unless it crits, and even if it crits, it would take crit and confusion and some bad luck on top of that for it to actually break through me. That's fine. Confusion, hitting yourself in confusion can't crit, which means I am essentially confusion-proofed for the moment. This is fine. We can deal with all this. As long as it doesn't go truly insane. Now there is a chance here that this thing, that she goes for an extra heal here. Okay, she did. Gonna break out an extra soft-boiled. See if we can dodge a supersonic. Cool. Can we dodge another? If we crit here, or if we dodge another supersonic... Okay, we didn't manage to dodge it. We have to wait for confusion to wear off. I'm going to try to hold out for it missing a supersonic on my soft-boiled. Because if I can go into Alakazam with full health, that's extra insurance against anything it can do. Although I think there's still a chance that a crit would kill me. Okay, let's just finish up this phase. Now, whatever this does, we encore. Because now we know what it's doing. Nicely done, coin purse. You soloed Sabrina. I really didn't want to mess around that fight. I tried to play it as carefully as I could. Okay, so we have the Calm Mind TM, which is actually really handy. That in hand, so there was already nothing stopping us from going and fighting the next gym, but our level cap has just increased. Our level cap was really the only thing stopping us from going to fight Blaine. And for Blaine, we have a shockingly easy matchup since we have 3 strong water types and 1 weak water type. And a Pokemon that is just fully immune to fire type moves. In fact, we might just go ahead and see how we do clearing out Blaine's gym. Oh, right. I clicked on the wrong tab. Is there anything that we want from the Pokemon Mansion? I have to wonder. Cinnabar Island... Pokemon Mansion. I know we don't have any encounters in there, because we already have a Vulpix. I mean, I'm not opposed to snagging the protein and the carbos. Anything else? Yeah, it's just a bunch of random stat up pills. Oh, and some TMs. TM 14 and 22. What's the secret key for? Oh, you need to use it to open Blaine's gym? I kinda forgot that his gym was locked. Hang on. I find it kind of funny how true to scale they were with the locations in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because you have island towns, like, in Hoenn you have Pacifidlog Town, which doesn't even have a gym. And yet somehow it's bigger than all of Cinnabar Island. More populated with, more buildings. So let's see, TM 14 and 22. Blizzard and Solar Beam. Okay, Solar Beam could come in handy. Sorry, I'm bouncing around between maps. I can't remember if I have to press all of those. That's what the switches do. Also, we get the lore of Mew and Mewtwo here. So I'm pretty sure that item that we can see just out of the corner there. Actually, no, because that's on the second floor, which means it's just one of the stat up drugs. Okay, and this guy is presumably the one with that Ninetales. Yeah, so in the game's lore, they just kind of had Mew give birth rather than them cloning Mewtwo. Okay, this is going to seem like a weird play, but I've taken 2 Intimidates and I don't want to be at half attack when the Raticate comes out. So we're just going to switch in Poliwrath to shake those off and then switch back. Now, Superpower is a risky move in some ways because it lowers our attack and defense. Lowering our attack we can deal with pretty easily, but a hit to our defense means that if we don't knock out our opponent, they're more likely to knock us out in return. Really? I don't feel like fighting you, Muck. I have no idea what the answer to this doors puzzle, or the switches puzzle is. I can't remember. But I can get through it anyway. I'm confident. Stop popping up constantly. I know I'm on speed up, but seriously, it's too much. Okay, I'm going to leave that switch in its current state for the moment. Actually, no, I need to change it. Because this is the state that it was in when I entered the mansion. So I need to see what effect it has upstairs. Okay, it opened this door. Which puts me on floor 3, where I have already taken out one of the enemies. Now we'll press the button. Ah, right. You have to figure out where to drop down, which involves some careful consideration if you don't have a map to look at. Anyway, this guy has electric types. I can't wait until we finally clear Giovanni, because then we'll be able to teach Nidoqueen Earthquake for a much better ground stab. What does this thing have, anyway? I am going to throw up a substitute for protection against the Voltorb in the back. Sorry, I'm figuring out the map real quick. Okay. I know what we want to do. First, we're gonna go the wrong way. This will drop us on the balcony. Oh. Wait, what? I just wanted to come down here and grab this item. Oh! I'm catching it. I can't use it, but I want it. Besides, that's a cool shiny. This is gonna take a while. Wait, I didn't realize I wasn't disabled anymore. There we go. Otherwise I would have used Thief again. Well, shiny Grimer. Can't use it, but I want it. Never actually encountered a shiny in Fire Red or Leaf Green before. Like, just fully never. Okay, and here we are. Pretty sure this guy... Oh. I really thought I would be forced into that encounter. Well, anyway... We're into the basement now. And this guy is presumably the one with double fire types. Wait, that is not who I meant to be leafing. Oh, hi, Ditto. Okay, we got Blizzard. I don't think we're ever going to use it, especially because it doesn't have synergy with Hail in this game. And while I'm thinking about it, Pokemon Mansion, Kanto, items, there's an elixir somewhere around here. 8 squares east of the northeastern statue. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, I want to check something real quick. Yeah, okay. We're gonna save ourselves a trip. So I think we can just pass quizzes or something to get through here. Yeah. Caterpie evolves into Metapod, yes. Nine certified Pokemon League badges? No. Poliwag evolves... Nothing evolves 3 times. Not in this generation, anyway. Okay, I do want to test whether I can just voluntarily battle them. I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay, so if you get the thing right at least, they don't just randomly encounter you, if nothing else. Sorry, I'm just gonna make quick work of this, because this won't be a fight. It's gonna be a bit of a slaughter. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. TM28 contains Tombstone? No. I'm guessing it's Rock Tomb. Wait, can you get quizzes from these? No. That would be funny if I was suddenly learning, if I suddenly learned, like, 20-something years on from these games that you could skip the gym leader by doing 2 extra quizzes or something. Okay. Got all that. Let's figure out what we're doing with the rest of our team. And you know, it is cheating by having caught that Grimer, but I'm gonna go get that item finder. Okay. Apparently there are some items that you can only find if you park yourself right on top of them. Which isn't something that I ever knew. I've played through Fire Red multiple times and never once gotten the leftovers. And there are 2 of them. We're gonna get a second one here. Oh, you know what? I could have led with Nidoqueen and thiefed away a Chesto Berry. Oh well. This should be a safe one-shot. I can't do it now, because if I run away, the Snorlax will be gone. And... I have an item on Nidoqueen, so Thief doesn't actually work at the moment. Well, anyway, now we have some leftovers. And given we've got like 4 levels to go for everyone on the team before the current level cap of 47. Actually, I want to check something real quick. What's Giovanni's level cap? $50. We might not want to get all the way to the level cap for Blaine, because Blaine is pretty easy. Might get like 1 Pokemon to the level cap, and the rest can hang around like 45. I'll just pull this up so y'all have something on the screen while I'm dealing with this stuff. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and just finalize the EV training for everyone. Because the way I see it, we've got enough wiggle room now with our level to where we could precisely EV train everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that I've taken the time to do that. Now, I'm not being super particular, I'm kind of just giving some rounding off where I feel like it would be helpful. I know this is riveting gameplay. Now, as for you, Starmie, the fact that I got some speed EVs on Starmie by accident during the mansion is actually kind of screwing me up. Because now it's fully maxed and a couple of points are going to waste. Oh well. Go with that. Yeah, that's about as good as I can do for handbag. Oh wow. Jolteon has absolutely no wasted points. You know what that means. 252 speed, 252 special attack, and the last 4 into HP. Okay, Clefable. How does 252 HP investment sound? I'm shooting for intervals of 8 on the IVs because we're not actually getting to level 100, which means most of these will be rounded off if I don't hit intervals of 8. Oh, where do I want to put that last 8? Let's go with that. Oh, right. Okay. So, to summarize what I did, I should probably do this while I'm in the box. Also, I really regret using the Nest Ball now that I know I'm going to be catching Exeggutor in the Sevi Isles rather than the Safari Zone, because the Nest Ball would be perfect for the eggs. Anyway, to let y'all know what I went with, Poliwrath got a pretty even split between attack, HP, and defense. I wanted it to be physically bulky, just because we don't have a ton of other physically bulky options, and physical defense is actually its best stat. But I also wanted a lot of attack. Of Oats, I went ahead and maxed out special attack. Then I pumped 200 EVs into speed, 48 into HP. That split was kind of arbitrary. And I had some spare points in defense, so I got that up to 8. Seadra's defense is actually as high as its special attack, so it seemed like a decent idea. On the other hand, its special defense is its lowest stat, which is kind of wild. School Bag. I kept it nice and simple. A lot of HP and attack, and then just rounding off other stats, so 32 HP, not HP and attack and speed. 32 HP, 200 attack, 40 defense, 16 on special attack and special defense, and 204 on speed. Special attack and special defense were really just rounding off the stats there. So was the 40 in defense, now that I think about it. Ninetales. I gave max special attack, especially because it has a special attack IV of 3. I didn't quite go for max speed because I felt pretty confident that with a decent speed IV of 26, it was going to be fine without really maxing it. So that's 252 special attack, 200 speed, and like the rest were mostly split. The rest are mostly in the low to mid teens. The exact numbers don't matter hugely. Then we have Potato Sack. And Potato Sack got to be more or less fully optimized. 248 special attack, 4 special defense, and 255 speed, because I messed up. And then when we get to Handbag, we are looking at 220 HP, and I think that might have been pretty close to the only change I made, because Handbag's stats were so scattered since we've had it since the start. But 220 HP, 80 defense, 24 attack, 48 special attack, 16 special defense, and 120 speed was just kind of hanging around there. All of those were just kind of rounding things off, and then I put as much as I could into HP. Sandbag. 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 HP. Sandbag has never gotten a wasted IV. speed bag. 200 apiece into special attack and speed. And then I just kind of evened out other stuff, so I got 40 in HP, 48 in defense. The rest are split between attack and special defense, just finishing off whatever was already there. Coin purse. 252 HP. And I think I poured the rest mostly into physical defense. I didn't really put much attention in. Again, we were really spread out there, so I couldn't really focus. A surprising number of speed EVs left. Raichu. Shopping bag. We're looking at 252 speed, which I did mostly to make up for its minus speed nature, and 200 special attack, and also 16s in HP, attack, and defense, just because that's how it happened. And then we have Trash Bag, who, yeah, I didn't bother optimizing super heavily. I just maxed out HP and then split the rest between defense and special defense. With 8 left over for special attack. So yeah, pretty straightforward. We're gonna go ahead and get them all up to level with candies, which I should have given myself more of probably, but oh well. Do we want Fire Spin? I don't think we do, to be honest. 70% accuracy is just pretty awful. The trapping effect is useless against NPCs, and it would get rid of our tiny bit of coverage that we have in Quick Attack. And we're probably gonna go ahead and have Starmie be the one to get to 47. Because I'm pretty sure it's our highest power water type. We won't bother learning Recycle for now. Now the question is, do we actually bring Nidoqueen? Or is there a better alternative? Because Coin Purse would do pretty well if we had to do some extra pivoting. Nidoqueen doesn't really do much in this fight because everything hits so hard with Fire Blast. And it would be stuck with Dig. I think I'd rather have those guys. I'm kind of tempted to swap something out for Raichu as well. Honestly, Punching Bag isn't doing much either. I think we swap it out for Raichu, who can get off a Paralysis or switch in on Bounce if needed. It makes for a good pivoting core with Ninetales. And I'm fairly certain that makes Starmie our hardest hitting water type. Just barely, honestly. It's not that far ahead of... It's not that far ahead of Oats. It's very far ahead of Trash. Oh, right. So we're gonna wrap up this gym badge, and that'll be it for tonight. And as weird as it may seem, I'm actually gonna give the other leftovers to Ninetales. Just in case the AI is janky, that'll still let us do some pivoting using Flash Fire. I probably wouldn't even bother with EV training, except the Elite Four in this game is surprisingly tricky. And the champion is one of the harder champions in the series. I don't even think that's a stretch. That said, we're just gonna wind up sweeping here. Like, this isn't going to be much of a fight. I didn't even realize he'd already sent in Arcanine. I guess he would since it has Bite. Which is kind of funny because Bite is barely stronger than Fire Blast coming off of a Fire type. Just for the record, I could teach Fire Blast to Trash. And now, for once in the history of Nuzlocking, someone is actually going to go to the Seti Isles. Alright. I actually kind of hope that I can still access my PC because I didn't bring some of my main Pokemon with me. An extra page for the town map. Okay, so I think if I go to 2 or 3 Island, I can actually use the PC. I feel like I vaguely remember that. Okay, well, we'll figure it out as we go. I don't think it takes that long to get the PC up and running. And failing all else, I am totally comfortable cheating to put Doduo back into my party, just so I can use Fly. But I think that's where we're gonna call it, because it is getting late, and I was planning on a short stream tonight. So yeah, I do appreciate y'all joining. We made surprisingly quick progress once I just bit the bullet and cheated instead of grinding. I don't know, I felt like taking it kind of casually, but the grinding in this game is very slow, so. Anyway, I appreciate y'all, hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye, 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 bye.